So, welcome to Art Doctor's lockdown special number 3, maybe? Is it number 3? Number 4? So you'll notice today that we have a new art doctor with us, junior art doctor Polly Petler. Hello, Polly.
Hello, Liz.
And how are you today?
I am very good. Very, basically relaxed and excited for this new video.
Well, we're really excited to have you. Unfortunately, Art Dr. Alison wasn't able to join us today. And for a special one this week, we are going to be going south to an allotment in London where gardening artist Rachel is going to show us around her allotment and what she's been doing during this difficult time, and she's going to share some tips with us on how we can grow things in our kitchens with very little equipment. So, does that sound good?
Yeah, let's get started.
Okay, let's do it. So let's go over to hello, Rachel.
Hello, doctors.
Hello, it sounds a bit windy over there.
It is a little bit windy, but during lockdown, I feel very happy that I have my allotment, because it means that this is classed as exercise, so that I can come down and I'm not shut in my house all the time. So I've been, you can have a look around. You can see that I've been planting a few things.
Wow, look at that. That looks like quite a system you've got there.
Well, I learned from the senior members of the allotment, and they insist on putting everything in rows. So I've been trying to follow suit. Today I've been planting beans.
I can see you bean phone. That looks very good.
And we have some shallots growing over here in the cage. Broad beans will be coming here. I saw there was one somewhere, but there's one growing here slightly. But it's this time of year we need to put everything in the ground, and then it gets really exciting when everything starts to come up. And then rhubarb. This rhubarb plant got a weird flower on it. Can you see that?
Oh yeah! Wow, that's quite extravagant flower.
But this rhubarb is quite a special rhubarb. It came originally from my mum's cousin, who lived in the Lake District, and she'd taken it from a house that she'd lived in Derbyshire. So it's a family heirloom, my rhubarb.
Wow. Yeah, and of course you're speaking to people who are in the rhubarb triangle of Yorkshire.
Exactly. Well, coming from Yorkshire, you can't really live without it, can you? It's part of your need it. And so I'm going to see if I can pick a bit today. This will be the first picking of the season.
Wow.
So let's see if we can see inside here. Oh, how does that fare with Yorkshire rhubarb?
That looks pretty majestic, I'd say. I'd want to paint that.
Well, I'm thinking, yes, as well as doing gardening, it's quite a good source of things for drawing and painting and being creative at home.
What is your favourite thing that you have planted in your allotment?
Oh, my favourite thing is the broad beans. They're not up yet, but they're the only thing that I grow that really works every year. So I always plant a lot of those, and I quite like them. And they have a nice white flower on that brings lots of bumblebees. So even better.
I think you're quite partial to broad beans, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have you put any in this year? Yes.
Yeah.
I think we've also got, do you want to introduce our other guest? It's Peter Rabbit.
Hello, Rabbit.
Peter.
Hello.
Hi. One thing, please, though, don't eat the lettuces.
I will.
Okay. What we wanted to do now was, I know you have got some interesting ideas on how to grow stuff at home, in the kitchen, or your bathroom, from food that you buy at the shop?
Because I think during lockdown, it's a really nice thing to be able to grow a few things, even if you don't have a garden, and because not very many people have got allotments, and if you've only got a window ledge, you can try and grow tomatoes even at home. So if you buy a tomato and slice a piece off it with the seeds in it, and just put that in a little pot of soil or compost, and put a bit more on the top and leave that on the windowsill for a week or two, it should start growing. And then that will grow into a proper tomato plant, and hopefully in July, August, you might get some tomatoes from it.
Wow.
So it's really easy. You don't even need to go and buy seeds, because everybody seems to panic bought seeds. It's very difficult to find any packets of seeds now.
Which is a great thing, but obviously if you want to start now, that would be difficult.
And you could also try seeds from a courgette. You can just take the seeds out and put those in a little pot, or from a pumpkin. Anything with seeds you can try growing. Just if you don't have a plant pot, you can just start off with a yogurt pot or anything that you've got. And you do need a little bit of soil though. So if you haven't got any, if you've got a friend that's got a garden, perhaps you can go and dig a little a scoop full of soil when they're not looking.
Peter Rabbit, have you got something you wanted to say?
I have been given from the police, and this person Polly here has done a picture of me, and with a box with an Easter egg in, with me with a smile to keep other people smiling, on Facebook.
Okay, so if you go to West Yorkshire Police Facebook, Peter Rabbit might be on it with Art Dr. Polly. Well, we'll look out for that, won't we? Okay, so just before we wrap that up, is there anything that you're hoping for over the next few weeks on the allotment, or things that you have yet to put in that you're planning to?
I'm going to plant some lettuce. Now the weather's getting warm, it's nice to have a bit of salad straight out of the ground.
Because you did mention earlier about some crazy idea about growing lettuces from lettuce. And you can. Peter Rabbit's really interested in.
Your lettuce for Peter Rabbit. If you've got a lettuce that you've already got from the supermarket, if you cut the bottom piece off, about 2 inches of it, so you can eat all the leaves, Peter Rabbit can eat all the leaves, and if you put that in a glass of water and leave it for a few days, a week or so, it should start. The leaves should start growing again. So I can see Peter Rabbit's looking quite excited by that idea.
I think he's really excited about that. That means Peter Rabbit can start farming. And just a final thing to ask you about, what do you get, do you think, from gardening and growing things? Because sometimes it's quite stressful, I believe, because not everything grows.
It is. It can be a bit frustrating, but it's really nice if you plant enough seeds, something will grow, and it's really nice to watch things grow slowly and to keep looking after them, and then being able to pick fresh food and take it from your garden directly for your dinner. And it seems to taste so much better, and it's nice being outdoors and with a bit of nature. So especially at the moment when we can't go for walks, we can't go to the parks and the woods and stuff, then at least you can come outside and do a little bit of gardening and feel like you're not just kind of in your flat or in your house just waiting for the virus to go away. It's a nice thing to do at this time of year.
Wow, well that was really great, thank you. Anything you want to say before we go, Polly? Just quickly. Peter Rabbit has a quick thing to say, and then we'll say thank Rachel for being our guest gardening artist. And Peter Rabbit?
About the cabbage.
Cabbage! Thank you very much. Bye.
Stay tuned.
Thanks. Bye.